Menu narration option is set to off. Menu narration option is set to off.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
I'm in the whip, I'm in the wrist, I never switch, ice in the wrist, car on the wrist, all in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, all in the wrist, I never switch, ice in the wrist, I get the money but I never switch, they saying you switch it, you won't get it, you know they came from the bottom and now we is lit, you was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out for this. I never switch, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist.
I was legit ever since I blew. They all on my. Hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got choked long. Say I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent my 10 on my 50. Ex-slick, then hit with the. Back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back and then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these 4 things, pull out the VIP. Suck to a nut, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Okay, Coach, on a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time here with Brown. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 25-yard line.
Set. 19. Mike 58, right there. Hey, pick your game up.
A shotgun snap for Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's make these babies cry. 60 marks, 60 marks.
From the gun, here's Watson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
56, right? 56. Hey, that's good. That's good.
A first carry now. This is Williams. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Here we go. Hey, hold on. Three down, 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down, 3 down.
Throwing, Vick. He's to the 10. This is Miller, complete. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Here we go.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
I don't even know why this team showed up. Move.
First carry of the ball game now. It's C.J. Anderson. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. 2 straight shots. It's on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Set, ready. Man, touchdown. 56. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Vick, 3rd and goal. nothing out of the completion there, and it leads to a 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. A beautiful fake. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Watson. And that's complete. It's the tight end, Daniels. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Watson from the gun, he'll throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 38-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
2nd and 2 at the 30-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
He likes to sneak out late. Watch 82.
On 2nd down now, it's Brown. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back to throw, Watson. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Watson now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. A 1st down carry for Foster. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Foster on 2nd down. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
He's set. They take. All day, dog. Watch switch. Rush in. Rush hard. 36. Watch that. Showing it.
On first down, it's Brown. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. On second down, it's Foster. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it.
And he will have a touchdown. Deshaun Watson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try and run for it. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 7-yard line.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Tight right. Alert. 3 down. Deuce.
On the ground, this is Williams. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 3rd and 10. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
I know you feel
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. I know he ain't got it. 59's Mike. 59's Mike. Let go.
On 3rd down, Vic. Throwing right, and that's complete. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
A gain of 13 yards.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. A first down throw coming for Vic. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Now Williams. And down he'll go at the 25. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Yeah, Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Set. 19. Let's go. 60, Mike. 60, Mike.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
60 Mike.
From the gun on third, Watson. It got his man complete. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective third down play to move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. Operating from the gun. Escaping the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10. So here's Vick following the interception. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
It's a loss of a yard. And it's third.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that.
It's a gain of 9.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On second down, Anderson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. He's got the first down and more past midfield. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 46 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Check, crunch, crunch, crunch.
From the shotgun, it's Vick. And his throw here is incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, it's a give to Anderson. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down.
He's talking about you. Three down, three down. Here we go. Watch seven. Watch seven. Watch seven. Good. Take it.
Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw is Watson. Flush to his right. Johnson's got it complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Reset. 19. 60 miles. I'm coming for you. You mine. Check 43. Out. Kill.
They'll run on first down. It's Foster. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
25. Check 25. Check 25. Check 15.
They go with Brown. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. First down, Vick. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Strong right. We got three, fellas. We got three.
Now here's Vic. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary.
3 down. Check. 66, bullet, half.
From the gun, Vic looking downfield for Jones. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get him to 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This will be taken at the 10. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
56. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Check 13. Check 13. Line them up.
On 2nd down now, it's Brown. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Boy, a tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. So the solid run on 1st, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that 2nd down play.
No, it's all on your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game to try to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
It's 3rd and 1.
Here's Watson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 17-yard line.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. The dump off good for 8 there on 1st down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slow them down, and they're really starting to take over.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Vick will look to throw on first down. And that is incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Vick. He's got White here. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
You got three down.
Vick now. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. He's got the first down here inside the 30. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
87's me. 87's me. Let's see what you got.
On 1st and 10, here's Vick. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
We got chips on the side. There's overload.
Throwing again. Vick, he's going to go up top for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Julio Jones once again the intended target. And it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Tight end one. Tight end one. Three down.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
So the face mask certainly helps things as they'll start up past the 30 on 1st down. Now it's Brown. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Extra point right down the middle, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Vic operating on 1st down. And he fires one incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play.
Three down. Alert 3.
On 2nd down, Vic again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 17. To throw, Vic. And he's going to go down again. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Vic to throw it. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 30. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's Watson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. The throw on 2nd down from Vic, incomplete. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Check 31, check 31.
3rd and long for Vic. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here's Vic. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Set, 19. You. And 31. 64. 60 more. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there. Check 37. Check 37. 60. Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Vic. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 17 yards and a 1st down for Atlanta.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Atlanta.
On 1st down, Vic. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Vic readies to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And here we go.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Houston, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer.